If you hear voices in the background, it's because we have two people sitting on the couch, and one of them, I keep hearing.
Shut up.
Girl, better look out. Somebody tell the future it's on. It's on, it's on, it's on, it's on, it's on, it's on. Somebody tell the future it's on. It's on, it's on, it's on, it's on, it's on, it's on. Somebody tell the future it's on.
Why do you think Eminem's doing this in the first place?
Because he's hurt.
Just putting everybody.
He's
He's hurt. Why is he hurt?
Because everybody didn't like his revival.
Oh, I didn't even know he came out with revival.
Here's the thing.
Everybody didn't like it?
Not well. Okay. Here's the thing. Why I think that he's. You're so weird.
Weirdo.
I think that people were thrown off because old Eminem was dissing all the pop artists like 10 years ago or whatever.
Pop art, like, who do you do?
Not even 10 years ago, maybe more.
Like Justin Bieber now?
No, this was like before Justin Bieber
years
was
ago.
born.
This was like when the pop stars were Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Like he was dissing all of them in his videos because they were like pop and stuff like that. Like he was just like it was corny to him. But then like this revival album had like featured everybody like Ed Sheeran, Beyonce, like Kalani, like pop stars. And so people were kind of like thrown off. Like why would
it was called Revival.
What does that have to do with it?
But I guess
It's
because
like
it was
changed,
like poppy,
kind of,
and they were
change.
just like, "This is not Eminem. This sucks." Like, nah, fam, we don't want that. And so people didn't like the album, and I think he just got offended. And it's like people were questioning, like if he still had it, I guess, or whatever. And they were like, "Oh, he's old now," like da da da, like all this stuff, right? But I think that he feels some type of way about it because people didn't like it. But it's like at the same time, you know you're the best. Like you don't have to keep proving.
I don't know if he's the best.
No, people
on like every top rapper list, he's one or two.
Yeah.
As far as rapper, maybe, but
yes,
that's what it is though. Like that's what he does is rap.
Anyways, here's the thing. What was I gonna say about Eminem? I was gonna say, I forgot what I was gonna say. I had my thought.
Okay, I have a question for you guys, as creatives, and be honest, completely.
Like to me, the songs weren't that good. To me, even in the Ringer, like he was going off like the stuff he said. I see why people got hype off that, but to me, the songs weren't like that good.
But people that listen to rap, they don't really be listening for the
I
songs.
know that's why I say
rap.
that's why I when I watched the Lil Mallory guys. I more go with the Kanye guy than I do with the other guy. But it's so funny. Anyways, go ahead.
What? Wait,
Go ahead.
cut yourself off. Go ahead. Finish the thought.
No, because I was, you know, in Kanye's album when he goes, I started laughing so hard. They looked at what the. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
What the heck was that?
And even when he was like, one of them was like, "Oh, that was so deep" or something, and he was like, "I thought about killing you today, but I think about killing myself." I know he told us 9 times. But I was gonna say to you guys as creatives, because of like Eminem or even like Nicki Minaj, how they've been like got their feelings hurt from people not liking their stuff, not liking their music or whatever. Do you guys get your feelings hurt when people don't like your whatever it is that you create?
Not
be
anymore.
honest, they used to.
I used to, but then you learn not to attach yourself to the work. Like everybody sees things differently. To me, anyways.
Sure.
So like, and I've come to find out that I like some things that people don't like, and people like things that I don't like. You know what I mean? But it depends on like who I'm selling to. So like, if I'm selling to a certain crowd, then yeah, I gotta sell to that crowd. So if Eminem was trying to sell to a certain type of crowd that he didn't, or step out his demographic, I guess, then more power to him, I guess. But I guess he didn't keep his to people who were like hardcore Eminem fans. I guess they
Keep his brand.
Yeah, or like they felt betrayed, like you know, kind of.
Some type of way.
It's funny how people do that, you know. It's like
You don't let people change.
Yeah.
What about you, Twin?
I think when I'm married to certain like ideas and stuff like that, like I don't let people's opinion about it sway me. Like if it's bad, if they don't like it, it's just like, well, I like it though, so I'm gonna keep it. But
and if it's mine,
it's natural to get like some feelings hurt sometimes. Like, oh man, like I want everybody to like it, but at the end of the day, not everybody.
But have you ever seen someone who likes something? You're like, I honestly didn't think it was that good. Like, I don't know what you're seeing, but
yes, because a lot of Bree's old music, she didn't like it, but I love it. Like, there's a lot of stuff that she's like embarrassed of, and I'm like, this is bomb. Like, and then play it.
It's all like the sounds are all cheap, and it sounds all like it sounds all like bootleg. Like I don't know, just like nah, no.
Not for me.
I was gonna forget what I was gonna say about Eminem. It was actually something pretty good. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. It's not about Eminem, but it has to do with him. I find it funny, like how you know how athletes have a short career.
Mm-hmm.
Like feels like rappers do too, or like
that's
artists.
It's
weird. Like it's like almost like even when they're older, you're not expecting like Dr. Dre could drop an album tomorrow. People will listen. Like even that Compton album that came out. People listen for how long? It wasn't that good.
I think it was Curtis King that was saying that now rappers almost have a shorter career than athletes do.
Yeah, it's weird to me. That's weird as heck because it's like
that's something you could do forever.
Yeah, but you kind of find out like they're producing for other people, they're writing for other people and helping other people, and you're like, oh, okay, so they're just not the front face anymore. But it's funny, huh? Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
The rappers have like a short career.
A short career.
Yeah, a lot of musicians do, but also like a lot of people talk about how like we consume music differently today. So like albums don't really live very long. EPs don't nothing really lives very long. Like it's always just the next thing because also we produce music differently now than we used to.
Yeah, I find that funny because it's like athletes, I understand because it's their body wears and tears. Whereas an artist, what is wearing and tearing?
Their throat.
Okay, like a singer, like Mariah Carey, like I understand, like their vocals.
Their throat will flap.
I understand for Mariah Carey, like your vocals have seen better days.
It's all raw.
Like rubbing together like sandpaper.
It's a holy. Oh my gosh, you guys are messed up.
Just the talk is a blessing for her.
You're so dumb.
But
I think it might be just like motivation and drive. Like it falls, or like sometimes people get caught up in other stuff and then they're over there on drugs or drinking or whatever. People go broke or sometimes people flop.
Yeah.
And we don't know it. Like their label advances them all this money, and then they don't make the money back when they put out their album. You know what I mean?
It's kind of their fault though if they've spent it unwisely.
True. That's true.
But here's how I feel about Eminem and Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey. I feel like
she got her feelings hurt too?
yes.
How do you know these people be getting their feelings hurt?
Twitter, they be tweeting it.
Oh.
Like they're so bitter and hurt, and they're like clearly showing it by tweeting about it, and Eminem is coming after everybody who like criticized his prior album, and it's like I feel like they think that like they're taking all their accolades away when they're saying that they don't like their projects and stuff, and it's like
you can have a bad project, you can have a bad night.
You're able to, right? Exactly. You don't have, not everybody's going to like your stuff. So I don't understand why you're so offended if people don't like your stuff. Like, calm down. No one said that you were not the greatest rapper anymore. Like,
even if somebody did say that, like
people can't take like
they can
Grammys that you
right, all the awards that you've won, all the lists that you've made it to the top of, like the fact that like Mariah Carey, like it astounds me that she like how you told me that she just is like bitter about other people getting like notoriety, like Ariana Grande or like different people. Like it astounds me because it's like you're a legend,
right?
You know what I mean? Like I feel like that would almost be like Shaq like getting upset that somebody else is good, and it's like but you're like you're a legend. Like nobody can take the championships you've won away. Nobody can take like the stats that you've like recorded in. Mm-hmm. That was not correct. But it's just like I don't know. I just think about like those type of things. Like how could you be so insecure when you're so successful and you've had like this like especially for Mariah Carey and Eminem, they've had long careers.
Real talk.
Put out like a lot of albums. Like have been featured in a lot of different things and worked with everybody that they've probably ever wanted to, and it's just like how could you be upset like or feel like somebody else is taking that away from you
or taking your spot? It's like nobody wants your spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody can take your lane, that's for sure. Like even Nicki Minaj, no one can take your lane. Like there's no other female rapper that does what you do. And if they were to try, they would be like, "Oh, she's trying to be Nicki Minaj."
Mm-hmm.
Like,
who is she hurt by?
Some girl on Twitter.
Just some random girl on Twitter?
Yeah.
What did the girl on Twitter say?
I guess the girl was a columnist or something or a journalist that I don't know what paper. You guys would have to look it up. But it was a girl on Twitter who her tweet was literally something like, "I wish that Nicki Minaj would make like more mature music, like no like." Fake or like like what you say like no like basically just like seasoned music like about where she's been in life and like what she's been through and stuff like that type of stuff, and she was like I'm a Nicki fan, like I just want to see that from her like type of thing, and Nicki Minaj DM'd her like saying all this stuff like, oh, if you really like think that you must not have been or listened to my collab with Tasha Cobbs and you must not have listened to all my songs on the Pink Print and like all this stuff, like just like was saying all this stuff about her, and that's like basically one of those like that's why you broke, like everybody goes there like type thing, or like oh that's why I have more money than you like type stuff. Like she just like went all like that, and it was like a big old long DM, and the girl screenshot it and shared it and was basically like, I'm shaking, but I just feel like this isn't right, and she's like, I'm a Nicki fan, like, or I was a Nicki fan and stuff like that, and so she shared it, and so like kind of like exposed Nicki Minaj. And then also I guess when she had like a tour. What happened with the, like, remember she's like, oh, when you plan your tour only for Travis Scott to post a picture of Kylie Jenner and the baby or something like that, like, coming to the tour, I'm literally laughing right now. Like, I guess, like, Travis Scott, was he part of her tour?
I don't know if he made a tour or, I don't know what happened, but she was just kept tweeting stuff like that, like, so bitter. Nicki Minaj, just like she posted another something else. I forgot though.
I don't remember, but then she went on the show or whatever.
Fun Flex.
Mhm. And you said that she was basically saying that she had beef with him because he didn't like her.
Because he was saying that he didn't like Chun-Li. Oh no, it wasn't Chun-Li. No, it was
that Chun-Li?
Yeah.
How did Chun-Li get from street fighter to a street rapper?
She had a song called Chun-Li.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she did! Mm-hmm. I didn't know that, see.
Oh, okay.
I know you didn't, but your reaction.
Because she used to do that. Did she do that in the song?
I don't think.
Was she talking about
I haven't
thighs
listened
or
to it.
No, she's talking about how she's Chun-Li. Like fighting. I don't know. But anyways, she didn't like Funk Flex because she had beef with him because he had said he didn't like one of her, I think it was her last project, because it was poppy. Like when she first came out, she was very like hood and mixtapes and like very rappery, and then she started transitioning over to like pop stuff, and people didn't really like it. Like the ones that
the people like the EDM.
Yes, but the people that liked her from rap
didn't like that.
Didn't really like it, and he did it, and he stated that, and she got offended.
You know what it reminds me of? Like, they need to take, you know what they kind of need to take a lesson from? They need to take a lesson from Biggie. That's the purple stuff?
Dragon fruit. I didn't even see it.
I have a little dragon fruit on my nose. God bless you. You remember in Biggie, in that movie,
Notorious?
He's rapping in Notorious. Well, there's a scene, and he shows him like the Juicy Fruit song, right?
Who, Diddy does?
Diddy shows him the Juicy Fruit song. He's like, Biggie, and Biggie can't even hear it at first. He's like, what? Everybody's laughing at him. He's like, Biggie, look, let me tell you something. That's where the money is. You can keep making all this mixtape rap, but you're just gonna be another broke mixtape rapper, and that's it. But if I need something I can put on the radio. Mm-hmm. That's gonna bring you money. And he was like, man, I'm not gonna be rapping. And he's like, Big, just trust me. And I ended up being, now everybody's like, oh, this is a legend and whatever. But had he not stepped out, you don't know how long.
Think about like Lecrae and like.
That's what I'm saying. And so that's what I'm saying. And then you see either California Love. They started stepping out more, adding like old school stuff. So like it. At first, it was like straight mixtape raw. But every now and then, you had to branch out as an artist to really kind of make that mainstream money, because that's where the money is.
Yeah, I think about like Lecrae and how he.
That keeps my lights on.
You done?
Yeah.
I think about like Lecrae and how he did the interview with DJ Wado, and like I guess Lecrae was saying that like people have said like, oh, that he basically like went to the white churches and stuff like that, like, or like, you know, like he abandoned his roots kind of thing. Yeah. And Lecrae was saying like he told basically like his whole story about like how when he started and stuff like that, how he was like doing different shows and, you know, whatever. And he was saying that like when the white people offer him, he's like, I'm gonna just be real, like when those mainstream churches offer him, like the money's faster, like the money's better and stuff like that. And I'm just like, those are things that I feel like people don't even think about. Like they always criticize artists for like going mainstream or going like, that's the goal for most people. You know what I mean? Like to make more money and stuff. Like you said, you have to branch out to get the mainstream money. And I just feel like fans shouldn't be upset at rappers for like doing other things.
Like, comment, subscribe, Big Pop.